There we go. So Greg, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your background. Tell us a little about the organization you've started, the success you've had with Guap, what you're doing now in the Guap space. Tell us a little bit about the water company, if I'm right, that you're invested in, but you can clarify all those things and you can just talk about your vision for Guap in the Guap ecosystem. So Greg Rogers, who is a Guap merchant currently, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the line.
I appreciate that, Okolo, and give me a second. I'm gonna try to get the Zoom call on my computer, so I'm able to share my screen to walk y'all through the steps of coin payment and how to, access Guap as a processing method, a payment method for your website. So just first things first, my name is Greg Rogers, and I am from Brooklyn, New York City. That's where I'm currently at right now. And hold on, let me add these people. But I was raised in Brooklyn, New York City. I was born in Brooklyn, New York City, raised in Savannah, Georgia. I joined the military when I was 21 years old, was in the Navy for 8 years. Decided that it was something more bigger to my life. So I started to pursue my dreams and, essentially my passions. And I developed a passion of helping people and supporting, those that are less fortunate than us, because I traveled the world and I've seen some of the things going on in our world that is truly unacceptable. So I just wanted to be an advocate for change and a change agent in some of these systems of conditioning that they put our people under. So with that being said, I started first it was a nonprofit organization, but now it's a social enterprise. If you don't know what a social enterprise is, it's a sense of a hybrid organization. So we have a nonprofit side, of course, and then we have a business-related enterprise that supports our social endeavors or our social impact causes that we plan on carrying out. So it's called Skylife Incorporated, and the Skylife life is spelled with a Y, and it means simply know yourself, live your full existence. Right. So that is pretty much the essence of my organization, and we created a business-related e-commerce site that focuses on teaching our people the importance of dressing healthy. Right. I know we definitely are more health conscious now today, so we need to start investing in ways of creating more sustainable approaches to fashion, because the fashion industry is the number 2 most polluted industry in our world. Also, it carries over 6,000 to 8,000 synthetic chemicals in it, which cause infertility, respiratory disease, cancer, fatigue, et cetera, et cetera. So I think it's beneficial, since our people is the number 1 consumers of fashion, that we should be more conscious about the fashion that we do wear. And so I brought to the table 100% toxic-free apparel, and we focus on research and development of creating more sustainable approaches to fashion. So if you look at my website, our main approaches is cutting down carbon emissions, also offering different sustainable products to our fashion line. Additionally, we have, with our fashion, we have a social impact as a return on investment. So if you decide to invest in our clothing, the proceeds then go to scholarships. So we gave out our first scholarship in 2019. We're going to give out our second scholarship this year, and we plan on giving out more scholarship in the future, because our goal is to equalize private scholarship funds for minority and Black students. And it's called Get Off the Block. Our fashion brand is called Get Off the Block. And it's really to rewire people's minds to think differently. I also just became the COO of a virtual reality company out in Silicon Valley that I'm excited about. I'll be launching the app real soon that's going to encompass ways that people like us and people that offer businesses to, level up in a sense and have the virtual world as a new level of commerce and business exchanges. But it's more to it, more to my organization, more to my social impact. I got projects going all around the world, from Uganda Forever. I have also helping out with a project in Pompano Beach, Florida, and trying to integrate Guapcoin and Get Off the Block into that. I got so many different things going on in my life. It's just exciting. some projects in South Africa, just a whole host of beautiful things going on in my life. So yeah, that's just the gist of everything. I hope I wasn't long-winded, but yeah, if anybody have any questions, the floor is open as I try to access this on my computer.
Hi, this is Kimberly Washington Pierce. Thank you for coming and spending some time with us. You mentioned a hybrid model that you use. Can you speak to that, please?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Kimberly. Great question. So a hybrid organization is a mixture of a nonprofit and a for-profit business. Now, there's different business models. You might do an L3C. L3C is a business model. Some people use a for-profit business. They'll get a for-profit LLC and create a nonprofit subsidiary. So you see business models like that. Or you can create a nonprofit and create a for-profit subsidiary that is aligned with the nonprofit's mission. So it's different ways and mechanics you can use to become a hybrid organization or social enterprise. And more companies, more nonprofits, more companies in you know, whether you're a for-profit company going social and trying to instill more social impact within your organization, or you are a nonprofit looking to diversify ways of funding. So there's different reasons why you want to be a hybrid organization or a social enterprise, but this is the new business models of the future.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let me see if I can do this.
A quick question. Is this where you would see what people are calling, what is the word? What is that capitalism they talk about? Compassionate capitalism? Would you see that sort of model fits in line with that, or it could?
I mean, it can be. It's all about, I think it's all about ethics. You know what I mean? When it comes to capitalism, and you're not using like the prison system as a way to use people as laborers. You know what I mean? You're not developing sweatshops. So it's a form of etiquette you can use when you talk about conscious capitalism and using language like that, because yeah, it all depends. It really boils down to, you know, how much ethics you have in your practices as a business and how you treat your workforce. And yeah, all that encompasses, having a conscious capitalism mindset. I think capitalism is capitalism. But if you want to, I think it comes down to a point where we got to create more of an eco way of business where it's not a pyramid. It looks more of a circle, it looks like more of an ecosystem.
It's funny you mentioned a circle, but anyway.
Yeah, I know. We align, All right, so all right, here it is. I think this is the meeting right here. Let me add myself to this. Excuse my nephew, he's being extra.
So one thing I want you guys to consider is, I don't know exactly what price Greg started selling his products for Guap, but let's just say, for sake of argument, that it was under 5 cents or at 5 cents. What that means, then, let's just say on the low side that he's made $1,000, which I know he's made more of because I've spent almost that much. But let's just say Greg made $1,000 at 5 cents. Right now at 15 cents, that means that he brought in $1,000, and it now has the value of what's the math? Gosh, $3,000. So there we go. There he comes in. So we can see that the potential here for someone who's got the right product or the right service is absolutely massive. So I personally offer life insurance, and I accept Guap for it. So that's certainly something that we can talk about just briefly towards the end. But go ahead, Greg. You've got the controls.
All right, awesome. Appreciate it. I know everybody can see me. It's kind of dark in here. Hold on. Yeah, that's better. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm glad everybody see everybody. Beautiful face, beautiful people. All right. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna share my screen now. All right. Can you give me screen sharing access?
Oh, with this account, yes, I can. Sorry, I did it with the other one. Okay, go ahead.
All right, awesome. Okay, so this is where everyone needs to start, right here, coinpayment.net. Okay, just go here. You got to sign up, of course. I'm just going to log in. I'll give it a second.
We forget how much Zoom slows down our computer and internet.
Yeah, it's all good. We're patient people, you know. Greatness takes time. All right, so get that code. All right, once you sign in and you're all set, the front, the dashboard screen will pop up. All right, so that'll be your dashboard screen, and it'll show the cryptocurrencies that someone has used to make payments, you know, on your website, etc. So as you can see, I currently have over 853 coins of Guapcoin currently in this platform, and I use it. I just use this like kind of like a crypto bank to hold some of my coins. And you know, people use sometimes if Guap is unavailable on coin payment because sometimes Guap go under maintenance, I still offer other coins. So I'm able to use those coins and then buy Guap at a later date because like that's what I plan on doing. So, you know, like someone sent me some Ripple because Guap was inactive on coin payment because it was going through maintenance. Boom. So they just go ahead and purchase the product with Ripple, and then I'm able to then on the back end buy Guapcoin or whole Ripple if I want to. It's up to you. All right, so that is pretty much a dashboard, right? So where you want to start to integrate coin payment or integrate cryptocurrency into your website, you go to affiliate tools, right? So you hit account at the top, and then you'll go to affiliate tools.
You can go ahead. I'll bring the people up. You stay focused.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so here you can earn more with our affiliate program. So Coin Payment does have an affiliate program where if you attach these banners to your website, then you get 0.5% of the transactions fees associated with it. And if you do want to invite merchants to Coin Payment, you can give them your referral link, and you also get 0.50% of their transaction fees when they exchange it for Guap or anything. Right, so that's a good incentive for merchants to just put banners of that you're accepting cryptocurrency as a coin payment. But to go even further, you want to go to merchant tools at the top. All right, and merchant tools, you want to go to plugin downloads. Right, you click that over here. Oh, my nephew, y'all. Hold on, man. I got to do something. So yeah, and then this gives you all the platforms that, hey, Mason, I'm on the line. Relax. All right. So this is this is all the platforms you can install coin payment and accept Guapcoin with. So as you can see, it has WooCommerce. I think it has WordPress on here. As you see, it's Shopify. So as a Shopify merchant, you'll just go here, press download, which I just did, and it gives you the steps to add the coin payment to your store. It's easy, simple stuff, right? So once you add this coin payment to your store, you will go onto your Shopify platform and you will add add coin payment as alternative payment method, right? It says alternative payment method, and you'll just add coin payment on Shopify to that. And then you'll be all set. And then from there, after you integrate Shopify, you can go to, I believe, supported coins. Let me make sure I'm in the right place first. Let me start from the beginning. Because it's, okay, coin acceptance settings, right? And this is how you're able to accept certain coins, right? So as you can see, I'm accepting Bitcoin. You go down here, and of course you gotta go. These are all the coins that you can accept. Accept Ethereum, and let's see if Guap is active today. Sometimes Guap isn't active. Sometimes it is. Gemini, well, it looks like Guapcoin may be under maintenance today. But to find that out, I think you just go here. My wallet, yep, and it says it right here, under maintenance. Y'all see that? All right, so that means Guap is under maintenance, but when it's not under maintenance, you can accept it. And that's pretty much the gist of how to incorporate Guapcoin into your online store. Do we have any questions?
Yes, this is Tony. One of the things, what is the percentage that the coin payments take to process?
Yeah, it's different transaction fees depending on which crypto you use, but all that information is here. So let's see when it's transaction history, it will be transfer. Hold on, let's see something. Because it says it, let's see, Guap isn't active, so I'm unable.
Yeah, just pick Bitcoin, just or even Ripple, so we can just have an idea.
Mm-hmm. So send. So the fees are right here. Transaction fees, right here. And that's Bitcoin. I think the transaction fees differ depending on which coin you're using or which coin you're transferring, etc.
Okay, good. Can I see the Ripple? What the Ripple is then?
Yes, sir. Ripple.
Did I see right that that was 0.0004
That's correct. And this one is 3.0.
XRP? So they won't show what Guap is because it's under maintenance, but I imagine it's a heck of a lot less.
Yeah, it's way cheaper. It's way cheaper to transfer Guap than any other on this platform.
So Bitcoin, I just checked, that's about $15 a transaction. My guess for Guap, it's going to be like pennies.
Yeah.
Right. And this is the XRP probably was at $1 today, so that's about $3 then.
Say
About
that again.
$3. So what are the, because one of the things is going a traditional financial way. I mean, the banks are just, the fees are just outrageous to transfer crypto and then convert it back and forth. And even with the credit cards, you know, they're grabbing 2.9% coming and going, in and out. So, I mean, this system, if this is all that, you know, so in the total process of the payments, is that the only payment, or are there some others? You know what I mean? Because I want to
Are there
sell.
more fees associated with the
Yeah,
pay?
other fees from other players, for instance. So coin payments is taking this. Are there any others as far as your business or in getting the money or sending the money? Are there any other fees beyond this?
But beyond the transfer fees is what you're asking.
Yeah, beyond what you just showed me, are there any other fees associated with me? Say if I went and bought something on your website, what's the total fees either I pay or you pay?
Gotcha. Hold on, let me see something. So
The fees on our side are very, very.
yeah, when it comes to buying, there's no transaction fees when you buy in products from let's say you're a user and you buy a product, there's no fees, there's no tax, there's nothing. It's going to be flat out, you send in that amount. I receive the exact amount that you're sending, right? The only fees that is associated with coin payment is transferring transferring the crypto from one place to another. So if I take my Guap and put it on my wallet, there's going to be a fee associated with that. If I take my Guap and send it to another person on my Masternodes, it's going to be a fee associated with that. But the fees from the merchants to the fee, there's no fees from when someone processed a payment from your account to that money going to your crypto portfolio on coin payment.
Okay, good. I mean, that's good. I mean, that's a great value proposition that you why to use Guap. I mean, just that stating that, or 1 or 2 minute video on that and marketing is, that's a great value proposition.
Absolutely. I used to be in the credit card industry, so I know that you're saying 2.9%, 3%. Some people even pay as much as 4 or 5%, depending on the type of business they have.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, easy. And then if you utilize Ethereum with those gas fees, it's really cost
forget about it. Literally, transfer fees with Guap are less than a penny right now.
Right.
Like less than a hay penny right now. Like, I don't know what's less than 1/10 of a penny. That's the kind of fees that we're talking right now. So this is part of our strategy when we come out with POS systems and are going to be able to all go into a business and say, hey, would you like to take crypto? And they're either going to say yes or no. They're either going to say, oh, I'm old school, I'll never do that. Or they'll say, yes, I'm interested. As soon as we can set them up with a POS system that takes both Bitcoin and Guapcoin, they're going to immediately see that Guapcoin is cheaper, Guapcoin is faster, it's more efficient, and like they're going to almost instantly suggest to all their clients to use Guap. It's a no-brainer. Business people are going to run the numbers. They're going to tell the numbers. They're going to tell us the numbers better than we know ourselves.
Exactly. Good. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, no problem, Tony. Appreciate the questions. Great questions, man. Got to know the numbers. Are there any other questions?
Yes, Greg, this is Yvonne.
Hey, Yvonne.
Hey, how long have you been using Guapcoin on coin payments?
I started in February, maybe end of February.
Okay, and how frequently have you seen Guapcoin be under construction?
Well, I mean, it varies, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it varies, some days it's there, some weeks it's there, and then sometimes it's under maintenance. It really varies, So just to prevent, just to have a contingency in a way, and in case someone still wants to purchase, purchase products. I mean, they can't use Guapcoin, but they can still use Bitcoin, and then you can change that back into Guapcoin. So, but usually, I mean, when it's under maintenance, it takes about 24 hours for it to get back to normal condition. I don't know how long it's been under maintenance so far. I haven't really looked at coin payment, but I know Okolo just made a purchase of some stuff on my website with Guapcoin, so it couldn't be under maintenance that long.
Okay, so when if you take, let's say you take Bitcoin and then you transfer it into Guapcoin, is there a fee for that?
Sorry, hold on. There is a fee when you so you asking me if you buy Bitcoin on here and you want to buy Guapcoin or transfer that into Guap, you will have to then transfer the Bitcoin from this exchange into your Probit exchange. And yes, there are fees associated with that.
But that will be with Probit, not with coin payments, right?
Right. Because coin payment, you're not able to make transactions or exchange transactions. You're only able to pretty much hold the coin or transfer the coin. There's not a way you can trade.
Understood. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your showing that.
Of course, no doubt.
Hey, Greg, this is Tony again.
Mm-hmm.
I think the under maintenance, I don't know if you can verify, but that may be as Guapcoin we start to increase the utilization of Guapcoin, I think we'll have less issues with under maintenance and so forth.
Yeah, I believe so too, Tony. Yeah, that's
Yeah, and just,
accurate.
this is not anything that they're doing, quote unquote, on purpose. And I haven't gotten the exact technical explanation for why it happens, but Tavon is in regular contact with the CEO, and when it happens, she usually drops them a text or a message, and they get on it. But other coins go under maintenance as well. Now, probably, of course, the big ones, they make sure they don't. But we also have to remember, for a business, this isn't going to be one. Well, some businesses might create this as a strategy, but for the most part, businesses are not going to be 100% guap. So it's not like, okay, well, now all of a sudden our business is now offline. So, but they might say, oh, you know what, guap doesn't work today, so I'll wait till tomorrow. Or maybe guap doesn't work today, so now I'll buy Bitcoin or XRP, or maybe I'll use US dollars. What would be cool, Greg, is if you can find the people that have put things in the cart. I know you already send an email saying, hey, by the way, you left stuff in your cart. But when it gets to the point of being active again, to be able to go back to the people that left things in the cart and say, hey, by the way, Guap is now working with coin. Now Guap is now active again on coin payments. You can go and complete your purchase. That's just something I thought of just now.
It's a great idea. Definitely gonna say it. Yeah, definitely.
Hey,
Go ahead,
hey,
Jerome.
Greg, Okolo, can you guys hear me real quick?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Yeah, I've seen Guap be under maintenance quite a bit on coin payments. However, I think that's my first time actually, Greg, seeing that you can't withdraw your Guap to your wallet. But even when Guap is shown under maintenance, people can still accept Guap as payment. Because I remember doing a test with Key Bookstore's website that even when it was under maintenance, she still received my Guap when making a purchase on her site. We can probably do another test, like you want to just create like a small like $1 product and do a test on your site. And that's for everyone here on the call. If you want to do that test, that just to see that it still works. Because that's two different things, being not withdrawing the Guap to your wallet and not being able to accept Guap from a customer. So if it's under maintenance, then that would just simply mean you can't withdraw your Guap to your wallet, but you would still be able to accept Guap from customers. So at least that's been my experience when I did that test about a year ago.
Yeah, that's inaccurate, man, because there's plenty of times that when I try to go on my site and when it's under maintenance, that Guap is unavailable on my site. So Guap is going to be completely unavailable on your site once it's under maintenance on coin payment.
Okay, all right, thanks for the update then.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that's true. And in fact, yesterday when Daneri was testing things out, I think he had chosen Guapcoin, but it wasn't available. And then I went over to Greg's site and it wasn't available there either. And then I think I tried maybe 20 minutes later or something on Greg's site. And I think that's when I made that purchase last night. And then this morning, Daneri got their stuff up and running and I bought the sweatshirt. But the other storyline to tell them is we've got a whole bunch of Masternode holders. For our community, we've got a whole bunch of wealthy people with Guap. Somewhere between rich and wealthy, and they have Guap and they want to utilize it and they want to put it to work. And to have that attitude of Guap is to be utilized as a currency, give me something to buy, it's a game changer. And as the liquidity starts to increase and we can start to put through the volume that we did at shopping.io, $20,000, $30,000 in just less than maybe a day or two. And we can start to flow that much money through one single website. And then we've got 100 websites, and then we have 1,000 merchants, and we the money that's going to be flowing through, and that is going to be passing hands. I mean, the goal is that Greg sells a T-shirt, and then he goes and takes that money, and then hey, no, hint, you come and you buy some life insurance from me, and then you go and do something else with the next Guap that you get. Maybe you go and you say, hey, this Daneri started school, I'm going to go buy that. And then you go take the Guap that you make on your next purchase, and maybe you're going to go buy some books that you want to read, and you go to Key Bookstore, and not only does she have an incredible array of Black books, but she can also order any book you want. She's an actual book wholesaler. So you go to her and say, hey, Key, you know, tell me what you, I want you to get this book for me, and she's going to get it for you at her wholesale price, sell it to you at the retail price, and accept Guap. So, you know, there's quickly going to start to be more and more and more uses that we can utilize. And this is sort of like, I don't know if anyone was ever part of Market America, you know, and the idea behind Market America and ACN and so many of those other things was, hey, come to us and you can get everything in the world that you'll ever need. You know, so you can get your phone, and you can get your medicine, and you can get your cell phone, and, you know, and on and on and on. Well, guess what? We're going to be able to do that as well. And we're not going to have the headache of an MLM system. And not that people don't do well in MLMs. Some people certainly do. The problem is that 90% of us don't. And so this is a scenario where the more and more people that utilize Guapcoin, 100% of the Guapcoin holders are going to benefit, not just the 10% or 5% or 1% that it's the top of the pyramid. It's going to be everybody. So when Tavana was designing this, she pretty much purposely decided not to make it sort of MLM leaning, so to speak, but there is an affiliate program that can be found under Grow Your Guap. And in fact, Greg, since this is your show, I'll let you go ahead and share your link in the chat to Grow Your Guap, if you can grab it easily. Any other questions, thoughts, comments, opinions, suggestions?
But I'll put my Grow Your Guap link into the chat, also my website link. And if you're a merchant and you don't have a website, you just have a products and you want to start accepting Guap, I do collabs. So I just added a collab section on my website. So if you're interested in put in some of your products and you want to accept Guap as a merchant, I'm available to utilize my platform.
And just to clarify, Greg, do you also have, and I know the answer to this, but you also have the complete drop shipping options where somebody can have?
I got many options. If you want to start your own brand or home decor or whatever you want to do, if you want to start your own digital real estate thing, e-commerce site, I also can guide you through that, where you can start get your own domain name. You can start doing drop shipping, print on demand services, whether that be from you want to start an online smoke shop to an online coffee shop. Doesn't matter. I got the full details on how to break all that stuff down. I haven't extended myself to do that because I'm already overextended, but I do have the resources to start those things.
And just so you know, the Circle merch is all going to come and is going to live on Greg's site. And, you know, I have absolutely no problem in sharing, you know, some of the profits because there's just a certain amount of headaches of things that I don't want. So, you know, I already have some shirts from the Circle Financial. I'm going to get some shirts on there. Start getting some hats. But the beautiful thing is he's got an entire merch system that I can get anything I need and he can provide it. And it's a complete and total turnkey solution. All the way down to, if I want to hold inventory of t-shirts, I can do that as well. So it's really a great solution. And as I said, at the moment, he's the only merchant that is offering Guap merchandise and accepting Guap for it. If I'm wrong about that, Jerome, correct me, but I think you and Greg are now partnered together somehow. But you know, there's going to be more. Absolutely, there's going to be more. But right now, Greg's in a great place, and so I definitely want to say I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you too, man. And yeah, Guapcoin has been a tremendous asset to my organization and my business. Not only as, you know, as far as reaching my goals for the scholarship, but, you know, being a part of a community that really embraced the idea of distributing wealth amongst each other and not afraid to do so. You know, we live in a society where, you know, a lot of us have the mentality of, you know, dog eat dog and crabs in a bucket. But, you know, being a part of Guap, you know, they really have extended just a lot of love and just, you know, opportunities for us all to grow. And I'm, you know, 110% invested in the Guapcoin. I'm a Guapcoin Masternode holder. I also have incentive program to give people, people in our communities Guapcoin, our children Guapcoin, and adopting Guapcoin into nonprofit structures, and to be able to leverage that as well. So we're not trying to access governmental funds, and we can start really, creating these systems of equity in our own community. So yeah, I'm all over this thing, man. And since I learned about that there was a Black cryptocurrency, because I was planning on starting one of my own, I said, I'm not going to recreate the wheel. I'm just going to be a part of it, right? So I'm blessed to be a part of this wheel. This wheel is moving faster. It's turning faster and faster and faster. And any way that I can support each and every one of you or be a part of, what you're doing, I'm available. I'm in New York right now. I'm going to go to Dallas here next month. Then I'm going to Cali, and then I might end up in South Africa. So yeah, it's a lot of things moving. If you want to schedule meetings with me and pick my brain about the things that I'm doing, I'm always available. I have an open door policy. I'm reachable on Facebook, Instagram. So yeah, just holler at me. We all family.
Absolutely. And I just want to state that, I've been around a few different communities, some very recently, and having some conversations recently. And there's an attitude of a win-win-win scenario, because, if Greg wins, I'm going to win. And if I win, Greg's going to win. So the more money I have, the more freaking shoes and boots and everything else I'm going to be buying from him. And my kid and my boys were like, yo, what are the name of those shoes you thought they were? Yeezys. You know what Yeezys are? Yeezys. You know what Yeezy sneakers are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you obviously you do. This is your world. But they were like, "Yo, are those Yeezys? Oh, those are hot! Oh!" And I'm like, "You got each of them has a Masternode." I'm like, "You can go buy your own. Let's go."
Right. Exactly. And that's what it's about. It's about supporting each other and making what you're doing visible. I go in the Guap community, and I see a few merchants, but I think, merchants need to make ourselves more visible. I'm glad Guapcoin would decide to make a merchant page so we can engage with each other and really shop with each other, because I know a lot of y'all have extraordinary products and different things that can definitely support me. So I'm willing to learn about what you all are doing and being a part of that, and helping y'all grow as well.
Thank you, Greg. I really, really, really appreciate you. Any other questions before we end this out and actually be done before an hour for once?
Hey, Greg, this is Roshan. How you doing?
I'm good. Roshan, how you doing? I think you're muted.
Hey, you say you're in the Navy, right?
Yes.
What year were you in the Navy?
I started 2011. I got out 16? So I was in Navy for 8 years. 2007, 2015.
Right on. Yeah, I was in for 13 years myself. Yeah, I like to connect with veterans and create art and collaborate with veterans as well. So yeah, definitely. What's the easiest way to connect with you?
I have I'm gonna put my Calendly invite on the chat. So hold on, let me get my calendar so y'all can just go in, and then we can schedule actually a sit down meeting. Phone calls is one thing. I mean, phone calls is like, yeah, I want a brief conversation, but I like to sit down with people and really, get that intimate conversation and know exactly what we can do to grow with each other and for each other. So let me get that Calendly for us, and then be straight.
And I'm also going to add my calendar link in. I like Greg, make myself very available. I'm trying to consolidate my communications methods because they're just right now, they're all over the place between Instagram and Twitter and email and blah, blah, blah. So I'm consolidating down to an app called the Community app. So if I ask you to text me, please text me. It is going to be the easiest and best way for me to communicate with you, so that I know if I can get through all of these texts in a day, then that means I've at least dealt with most of the communication that I have to deal with. The hardest thing in the world for me is try to remember, was I talking to this person in iMessage, Telegram, Instagram, or text, or Google Voice? And trying to remember all that just drives me personally crazy. So
Yeah, so that's my link. If anybody want to schedule a sit down meeting to, if y'all didn't get everything from this meeting, y'all want more, that's the link to my Calendly. So just reach out, schedule a meeting, and then I'll make time for us to connect.
Greg, this is Yvonne again. Thank you so much for what you shared with us. I want to also thank you for your service to our country. I deeply appreciate that. And also to the other gentleman that was just speaking just moments ago. My husband is former Navy, and so that just has a special place in my heart. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thanks, Dad.
I am in the Dallas area, and so when you make your way through here, I would like to sit down with you and toss some ideas out. I'm actually looking for something that's turnkey so that I can actually, I'm a registered nurse and I want to use my skills for our community. I've been in the nursing field for 20 years now, and I want to be able to use the skills to support the wellness of our community. I don't want to do it in the hospital because that's after the fact. I want to get ahead of it. So, and I like the concept of the conscious capitalism or social enterprise, right? That construct is what I've been dreaming of. So I want to put something turnkey in place to support my gift to the community.
Awesome. Yeah. We can definitely do that. I'm out there July 1st, and
Okay.
I'll be out there for like 3-4 days. So yeah, we could find some time to connect. And like I said, we can definitely talk before then on Calendly.
Okay.
And by the time I get out there, we can have some solid things running.
That sounds great. One other quick question I had about coin payments. Does coin payments manage or at least give the records for tax from a taxing standpoint? Do they manage any of that piece of it, or do you have to manage that independent?
That's a good question. I haven't really looked at it from a tax standpoint because I haven't had to file taxes this year. I got to wait till next year to actually file them. But from what I understand about cryptocurrency, you don't actually get taxed for it until you liquidate it back into cash, and then it'll be capital gains tax. Now, transferring cryptocurrency from one place to another, I think there's fees associated with that, but no taxes that the government can say, hey, we need to tax you on. But when you decide to liquidate those assets into cash money and fiat money, then you're subjected to capital gains tax.
Okay, thank you so much. I know that that's a changing and shifting front, so we'll have to keep our eyes because it's new. So
but that's what it is right now.
Yeah, they're making it up as they go along. I get that. I just was curious if coin payments had some kind of mechanism in place to monitor that.
So that would probably be Shopify.
Yeah, Shopify does.
Yeah, coin payments is just simply like the credit card processor that takes the money from the customer and puts it in your bank, but then it's the POS system that will keep track of, what percentage do you have to pay in sales tax versus whatever else. So Shopify has that feature. Coin payments is just a transfer of money from point A to point B. But the answer is yes, there is a mechanism to keep track of taxes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that distinction.
Yeah, especially on the Shopify side. That's how I from sales and everything. Shopify got a way for you to track all your metrics and your data to look at, how much, they even break it down to show you how much you received in crypto via Vice, PayPal and etc. So it breaks down all of that for you.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And Brian, thank you for leaning in and lending you said you're a tax professional. I saw that in the chat. You're co-signing on what Brother Greg just said. I just love this collaboration in the community. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm breathing a whole lot easier. I just don't even know how to be. I'm so excited.
You should be excited.
I am.
Today, I wake up like, oh man, like I own my own currency. What should I do with it now?
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Greg, you know what I did last night? You know what I did? I minted some money.
Right.
I made some money.
Exactly, literally made some money. Like,
I literally
yeah,
have a money tree in my computer.
exactly, exactly.
See, I told my mother that I did.
So you're
Exactly.
talking about a Masternode, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's right. That's right. Let's just put that picture and that frame around that, because that's actually how, one of the steps that's really crucial for building generational wealth. So thank you so much.
And as merchants, you know, you have a kind of like leverage in that game, because, you know, as more and more of the Guap community supports your business, then you just reinvest that with Masternodes, and then you get to give people incentive to shop with you rather than, you know, them paying you. Then now you're giving incentive through, you know, different ways to give people Guapcoin, and I think that's dope, and a dope mechanism to have within your business. You know what I mean? Where you're not only, you know, you're giving rebates and you're giving cash back, but guap back instead of cash back. You know what I mean? So there's certain different tools and opportunities we could use for Guapcoin in so many different ways that I'm just exploring, and it's just going to grow and grow and grow. And next thing you know, it's going to be unstoppable.
Yeah, we've got no idea where this is going to be, even in a year.
Exactly.
Even in a year, just imagine in a year when we all have money and now we can go do whatever we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Game changing.
Yeah, very much.
Savannah and I have already created about 10, 15 businesses that all we're waiting for is the funding to just turn the key and just go, boom, go. Wow. The businesses are already done. Websites are already done. Everything's already done. We just could never get the funding. But guess what? We can self-fund. We've got so many ideas that development is literally 99% there. All we need to do is say, hey, where's the marketing budget? Let's get this thing rolling. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's about to get real interesting.
Definitely. And Guap has a crowdfunding campaign coming out soon too. So it'll be cool if merchants, especially that have established businesses, you know, start generating some traction towards that Indiegogo site, whether that be a video talking about how you're accepting Guap, Dahiri, he met with me, and, you know, we had an opportunity to talk, and just high intellectual individuals, you know what I mean? So I think for us to come together and create a conglomerate around this campaign and show people the opportunities through merchants that, you know, Guapcoin can definitely transition and make change throughout our communities, man. It can be essential. And that's a big part of our growth, is for us to use our voice and the things that we, you know, I mean, things that we have, like our businesses, to leverage Guap. So, you know, make sure that we all are part of that Indiegogo campaign, because that's the only way it's going to be better, and we're going to be able to scale it, is through the merchants.
Yes, yes. And I was just talking with someone about that today, about just the whole marketing process. And I mean, I know that the things that I have done personally is just, you know, I say to one of my family members, okay, download this wallet, and then I send them 100 Guap, you know, and then that's enough for them to begin the process of learning. And I do it to the next generation, especially because they don't have a problem downloading something. Or if I wanted to give a tip to someone, I say, okay, download this wallet, then I send them a tip in Guap. You know, that's just my personal way of doing it. But people can do it in any number of ways. But I really like your focus on the merchants and movement through the merchants. In fact, the momentum is definitely there. So this is definitely a time to move.
Oh, absolutely. I think the merchants are a foundational tool for Guapcoin to push forward. You know, as we grow our merchant ecosystem, I think that's when you're going to start seeing a lot of transactions and people buying seat moss and all types of stuff that Black people just offer, you know, from us, you know, from our standpoint. And I think the thing as it grows. So just make sure everybody is in tune. Make sure y'all developing ways to grow your business, whether that adding coin payment, adding different methods to get Guapcoin. If you want to add Guapcoin as a donation, if you're a nonprofit and you want to just have a donation base, create a Guapcoin page. If you know what I mean, if you can't access coin payment, shoot, create a Guapcoin page and say, I'm still accepting Guap. Here's my wallet, and this is how much everything costs. You still get those transactions to your wallet, and you can still send it off to the person that you need to send it to. So you don't have to limit yourself on how you accept Guap, right? You don't have to just go through coin payment. You can grab your wallet, create a page on your account, and say, hey, I'm accepting Guap. You know what I mean? So, and they can just go to that page and use their Guap wallet to make the transactions, right? So this
excellent.
Yeah, so many ways to do it.
That's excellent. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everyone. It's now 9 o'clock. We're just about in an hour. I want to say I really, really appreciate you all. I'm going to be doing a video. I want you to follow Tavana on Twitter because she's really going full in on Bitcoin. And philosophically, I'm really starting to see that. Well, put it this way, if Bitcoin went to zero at this point, from my understanding, I'm not going to say I wouldn't be surprised, but conceptually and philosophically, I could understand that Bitcoin could actually go to zero. And that's part of a larger conversation, but definitely subscribe to my YouTube. That's where I will put it. That's also where I'll put this meeting.
Hey, Colo, hey, if you could send me over this for you recorded this, right?
Yes, I did, and that's going to go on my YouTube, and it'll also go in Telegram. It'll go in my text chat. It'll be everywhere. You're going to be like, man, I'm tired of seeing this. Stop sending this to me.
Word, dope. I just want to say, if you could send it over to me, because I can put a little bit of marketing behind it too. You know what I mean?
Hey, if you want to clean this video up, hey, now we're talking.
Man, I'll tell you, I'm a master of many. I'm a man of many facets. I do video editing too, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, that's the thing. Again, I know my lane.
Right.
I can barely draw stick figures, so that ain't me.
I can do all that, man, just to create some marketing behind it to give people like, oh, why should I look at this? You know what I mean? So
absolutely. All right, well, thank you, Greg.
Sure.
Oh, just so you guys know, Jerome, who was here earlier, I think he might have stepped out, is also a member of the Guap Foundation. Of course, Patricia Sunshine is here. She's my better half. She's been doing a lot of work with Guap and Guap for Kids, and working with fathers. And I don't know if you're still on there. You want to say something real quick, babe? But are you?
Still on.
Oh, there you are. Hey, quickly, and then we'll just finish up. Thank you, babe.
Well, it's pretty much the same concept as what you stated earlier. It pretty much takes 2 masternodes to make it happen. So anything that you really want to do, if you want to catch up on bills, if you want to get ahead of the game, if you want to fund part of your child's college education, you can do it. You can start it at least with 2 masternodes. And but that's it. Cole said the most. Everyone have a good night.
Thank you, everyone, for your time and questions. And like I said, just reach out to me if you have any further questions. I'm available.
Thank you, Greg. And hey, I'm going to be sending a whole bunch of people over to you who just have products that need someplace to put them, and I'm going to send them this video as a way to, because there's so many people with Shopify. I mean, if we just made 1% penetration of the Black Shopify sites out there, we're talking a large number of people. So, hey, Jerome, I don't know if you see this now or you're going to see it later, but I'm definitely going to mention it to you. Our marketing campaign towards the Shopify people. Maybe we can get this video down to maybe, the actual part of it they need to see might only be 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, I can also create a one-pager with the steps too. So.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Stuff where we can email out to any merchants that's added to Guapcoin, and then it'd be simple. You know what I mean? They just read the one-pager and they add it.
Oh, last thing, I don't know if Okola mentioned financing of Masternodes. You want to mention that, Okola?
Oh, sure, yeah. So I'll just give you quick pricing on Masternodes. To get a full Masternode that includes 2,000 coins right now is $2,000. I mean, 10,000 coins is $10,000. We've also created an opportunity to finance a Masternode, $500 down, $100 every 2 weeks for 18 months. The idea behind it is there is going to be some interest charged. It's probably going to be about $2,900 total. But our expectation is that by the time you finish paying it in 18 months, it's probably going to be worth more. So even if Guapcoin gets to just $1, that means that this thing that cost $2,000 when you bought it, you financed it for $2,900. It now potentially could have a value of $10,000. And in that process, that whole time that you're paying it, you actually get the rewards every week. So as Guap increases, you're actually going to be getting more rewards than you're actually making a payment on the Masternode. So we're not doing this to make money. We're doing this because we're trying to figure out, okay, how can we get somebody else who doesn't have the money, that doesn't have a $2,000 just sitting in the bank? How can we get them involved in this? And then of course, there's the option to get 1,000 coins, somewhere between $200, $250, get you set up on Grow Your Guap. So there's many different ways and many different price points to get into a Masternode, but you want to get started somewhere. Even if it's build up to 1,000 coins, if you finance a Masternode, or if it's just drop, $2,000 to get one Masternode, or maybe you try to make a negotiation and want a larger amount. The issue right now, though, is that there's not a lot of people getting up off of a whole lot of guap right now. So we got to sort of figure that part of it out, because most people want to hold their guap, not sell their guap. Anyway, thank you, everybody. And I will see you guys later. And it looks like Sky just joined. So I'm just going to take a minute and say hi to real quick. Say hi to her real quick. Oh, you guys are free to go, but did anyone have any more questions from the Circle Financial meeting? I'm just going to show you quickly. This is sort of from the previous meeting we had, but this is my strategy. I'll just share quickly. Circle Financial Network, we're going to deal with the investment pyramids, building the foundation, security, income, growth, speculation. We're going to focus on financial literacy education, traditional insurance products, traditional investing, financial planning, estate planning, and new age digital assets. And we formed a network that's going to do all of these things. We have a partnership with Guap, Freedom Equity Group, which is life insurance, Griffin, which is estate planning, Freeman Capital, which is an estate, which is a financial planning firm. And now that I see Brian is a tax professional, I'm going to be looking to add him here as well. Probably add Circle Financial to the center, and then add one of these around to the side. So anyway, so this is sort of, so I am a Guap merchant. So we'll end this Guap merchant call with my own little personal plug that I do accept Guap for financial products, and I look forward to really integrating my in and becoming a family member, so that Circle Financial can not only help your family and your generation, but that we can actually be the glue that helps the next 7 generations in keeping that wealth in our community and in our families. And it's something that I enjoy. It's part of my passion. It's part of my mission in life. And, I'm loving every minute of it. I'll be honest, I'm loving every minute of it. So I appreciate you guys. And I wish you guys all a good night.
Thank you, Okolo.
Thanks.
Oh, I did? No, well, most of it was got in. That's all right. We can end the call. Thank you all. Have a good night. Brian, definitely contact me. I definitely do need a tax professional.
Thank you.
The circle.